everybody, I'm John Paniker with Mohave Valley Daily News, and this is your Daily Dose for Thursday, December 3rd. Today's Daily Dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center in Fort Mohave, Arizona. The Tri-State Radiology Center offers an open MRI, digital x-rays, professional and friendly staff with years of medical experience, and commitment to quality for all patients. Tri-State Radiology Center offers some of the lowest self-pay options in the area, and they accept most insurances. At Tri-State Radiology Center, your image means the world to us. All right, we got a lot to get through. Top story, mayor's wife tests positive for COVID. You know that Mayor Brady was not at the city council meeting on Tuesday. Usually that has something to do with some meeting that he is at or testifying at the Arizona Corporation Commission, something like that. This time he missed it because he was self-quarantined. Mayor Brady and his wife Carla had some family in town. They tested before the family came into town, so did the family. They all got together for Thanksgiving. They tested again before the family left to head back, and out of all the tests, the only one that came back positive was Carla's. He says that she's fatigued, as one of the common symptoms from COVID. She's fatigued, but he is self-quarantining for now, and I guess he'll take another test before he gets back out in the community. As you know, I don't know anybody in the community that takes as many precautions as the Bradys. So we've talked about this from the beginning, that the masks are supposed to help. They're not 100%. Mayor Brady and his wife both, every time you see them out in the community, they're wearing masks. I've met with him privately. He wears a mask. So they're both taking all the precautions, and it still doesn't guarantee that you're not going to get it. So please take all the precautions you can, and we hope that Carla has a full recovery from this. Talking about COVID, the county case total continues to climb. We had 178 more cases reported yesterday in Mohave County. That puts us at 628 for the week, by far the highest that we've had since this thing started. Deaths, we only had 2 deaths, which is nice. Only 2 deaths. They were up in Kingman, but gotta stay vigilant on this. A Christmas Carol. So I think most of us are familiar with the story of the Christmas Carol, with Ebenezer Scrooge being visited by the ghosts of the past, present, and future. This is put on by the Mohave High School Drama Department. Casey Amon over there working on it. We got Miller, Wynn, and Nathan Merck portraying their parts in there. Will and Min is Ebenezer Scrooge. So it opened last night. They have shows tonight, Friday night, and Saturday night at 7 p.m. And they also have a Saturday noon matinee to be held. So they're limited seating to 150, and masks are required. So if you want to attend, you can go to the auditorium box office. They're $5 each. Bullhead City Fire Department okayed 2 projects. Really, it's one project and a design on another project. The big one was the new 5,400, it's actually larger than that, 5,400 square feet is for personnel, and then they're also going to have some bays. Fire Station 2, which is the one that's across from Community Park in the Chamber of Commerce there, just north of the Chamber of Commerce. So they're going to have living areas and some bays and all that. So Seabury Fritz won the contract to build it, design it, not build it, design it. Although I would like to see Scott Seabury out there with a hammer. But they okayed the contract to have them get going on the design for it. The other one is, a few months ago, during one of our windstorms that we had, out at Station 5, which is on the parkway there, right at the top of the hill, they had a tower that was damaged, so they okayed the contract to rebuild that. That is not part of the bond money. That is part of their some of the other totals. A big chunk of that will be covered by insurance, so we're good on that. All right. You see our nice big Findlay Student Athlete of the Week. It's Jordan Miranda. Jordan competed in the Grand Nationals BMX races over the weekend, and she finished second in the Mixed Open. So Mixed Open, if you're not familiar, is boys and girls together. So she's racing against other people her same age, 15 to 16 years old, but from around the world. It's not just around the country. There are people from Colombia and Mexico and that were in it as well. If you go to our website, we'll have our interview with her and the presentation with her, as well as some highlights of her race. And it's funny, you see the trophies there. All the trophies that she's got are taller than she is. So go check that out. Congratulations to Jordan. Thomas Cleve, 66 years old, was arrested a little bit over a year ago, November of 2019, for drugs. He had 8 bags containing about 150 grams of meth. He came to a plea deal that gives him a mandatory 7-year prison term. It hasn't been accepted yet by the judge, but it looks like that's what he is going to end up with. Don't do drugs. We got 2 political stories here. One is 2,500 ballots to be reviewed in Ward lawsuit. They reviewed about 100 ballots, and they were questionable ballots, ones that they had some problem with and they had to do a duplicate for, and they found 2 of them that there was a problem with. So that opened the door for her to request another 2,500 ballots to be reviewed. That's Republican State Chair Kelly Ward, Republican Party Chairwoman Kelly Ward. And so the Elections Department has complied. They said, absolutely, let's do it. And so they'll be checking that out. The other one here, which I think is kind of funny, is while Governor Ducey was signing the certification on the election results, during the press conference, Governor Ducey got a call from the president, and he muted it until he was done, and then gave him a call back. So check it out. There's a lot of interesting information in that story about tweeting back and forth and some of that stuff. In sports, we have a couple of stories here on Mohave High School. One is on the girls soccer team getting ready. None of the high school sports in the area are going to have any games until January, but here's the soccer team getting ready, practicing, and then underneath that is the girls basketball team getting ready. The girls basketball team should be exciting to watch this year. They have all 5 of their starters from last year returning, as well as some promising young ladies coming up. One thing they wanted to talk about is that they're having their annual shoot-a-thon fundraiser this Saturday at 11 a.m. at the high school. They shoot free throws, and you pledge a certain amount of money per free throw. So if you pledge 5 cents per shot, for an example, and they hit 50 shots, that's $2.50, but it's a good way for them to raise money. In weather, we've got wind again today. We were hoping that it was going to calm down today, but it hasn't. But we're supposed to be in the upper 60s, and then over the next few days, it should be upper 60s to 70 all week. So not a bad day, not bad weather for our area for sure. All right, the Tri-State Radiology Center is the sponsor of the Daily Dose. They offer same or next day appointments, and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and digital x-rays with your reports ready in about 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Just a reminder, today we have up our Valley Voices. We'll have this Daily Dose up. We'll have our Athlete of the Week interview up. And those will all be on our YouTube page. They're also on our streaming apps. So you can do it on the Anchor app. You can get it on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more. There's a big list in the description below that has all those streaming apps on there. On YouTube over here, you see the subscribe button. Hit that. Right next to it is the little bell that will alert you with pop-up notifications when all of our videos hit YouTube. So click on that as well so you stay in the know. All right, everybody, I hope you have a great Thursday. It's almost the weekend. 22 days until Christmas. So if you need my sizes or anything, email me and I'll happily get them over to you. Okay, thank you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you here tomorrow.